Hey guys, MoneyMan300 back for some more videos here, and this one is going to be the build and tune for the Renault 5 Turbo that Rock King and I used in the multiplayer series Red and Blue for 1 and 2. As you know, we just finished that one up. The last video up was the 1-2 finish with these cars. So this is my version of the tune. Head on over to his channel, link below, or maybe I have an annotation here. Head on over to his channel though and check his out too. To see what his look like. We did not collaborate on the builds on these, so we picked the cars and then we went off and built them on our own. We did, we'll talk a little bit, hey, what kind of speed are you getting there? Did you use X tires? But, it wasn't like we collaborated and built the same car, so that's also what makes this pretty interesting. But this turned out to be a really good car. What I like about these cars that we're doing for this series is that they are battle tested. So they're, we've had them on multiple tracks. I've had to tune it a couple of times, noticing some issues here and there, and the cars are very versatile and work really well for multiplayer. So I think you guys are really going to like this car. So let's hop on over and let's take a look at our tune, at our build and our tune. So first off, over to the engine conversion. We do not have any engine conversion in here. There really isn't much you can do there. So in D-Class, we are going to have the Forza front bumper and the Forza rear wing, and then a last minute upgrade I did throw the Rally hood on there. Just a free couple of pounds, and you get the cool Rally lights on there. So the Rally upgrade is done on that. No other upgrades in that section. We come over here to the tires, and we're going to have street tire compound. So just too much to go up to any higher, and you lose too much just going down in here. In grip, this is a grip car. We made it for the grip track, so that was a good balance there. We already have a slight upgrade in the front to the 205s, and then we have more upgrade to the 275s in the rear. This is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, so the tuning's a little bit different on this. You'll see that when we get in there. It's going to be really interesting to see what Rock King did. My guess is we are way different, so I'll have to go out and drive his and see what it feels like compared to mine. The wheels we have are the Buddy Club P1 Racing QFs. These are right near the front, so just right up there. And our width, we're going to be full width on the rear, which is 17-inch, and I think it's 18-inch on that was on the front. On the rear, we have 18-inch, but full upgrades on the width on both of those. Or I say width, it should be size, but you know what I'm talking about. Go to the drivetrain here, and we are going to have the sport transmission. I didn't try this transmission, so maybe you could get away with this and get 1 PI back. That 1 PI really isn't going to buy you much though, and you get the adjustable final drive ratio in this one, which I do adjust. Driveline, we have one upgrade there. We have the street driveline, and then our two-way differential, our race differential adjustable. Platform and handling, we're going to have race brakes, race springs and dampers, race front roll bars, race rear roll bars. I have no roll cage, and then we have that 150 pounds of race weight reduction. Again, grip car, you want to get the weight out of that. So next up, we have the engine area, and I have one upgrade in here. That's it. Everything else is stock. There really isn't a whole lot you can do except for the exhaust, and I have the sport exhaust. So that is all of our engine parts. Here's our numbers right here: 4550697155, 165 horsepower, 170 foot-pounds of torque, 1,970 pounds, 41% of that to the front. That weight balance quite a bit to the rear there. Excuse me. And 1.4 liters of displacement. And then here are the other numbers: your 0 to 60, 100 top speeds, and all of that information there. So let's hop into our tune here. We're going to have 28 and 28 front and rear. Pretty standard for what I do. I don't mess around with the tires a whole lot. Final drive is 4.5. Let me fix that graph there for you. There you go. 4.5 on that final drive ratio. Negative 3.5, negative 3.3 on the front and rear camber. No toe, and default caster angle at 5 degrees. Next up, roll bars. Did a lot of tuning in here. Ended up at 1 and 10. I think there's probably a lot of places you could land in here. It just took a little bit to really get that thing tuned up, and this is what ended up working for me the best. So 1 and 10. Springs are fairly soft also at 365 and slightly oversteer tuned, so rear wheel drive. and even though this is understeer tuned, so I think this is where the mid-engine comes into play. Just some different things seem to work for me on this car than what would normally, but ended up 365.6 and 304.3, 5.7 and 6.0. Did have to raise that ride height. Then you notice some early races we were bottoming out and it was causing issues. This ended up being really well balanced. So 10, 6 and 11, 4, 1, 7 and 2, 0. These are also not overly typical. I normally be the other way around and have the it was for turn-in purposes, so it was really just to get the car to turn in and to set up well, and it ended up working pretty well on that. So that is oversteer tuned also. So I got the roll bars and the damping oversteer tuned, and I got the springs a little understeer tuned. So just the way it happened to work out. No downforce at all. Well, just the default downforce that you can get. Take everything out of it that you can. 52% on my brake balance and 135 on the force, and then I ended up at 25 and 8 for our differential. So those are all of our numbers and our build. I think you guys are going to be really happy with this. Again, this is a really well balanced car. It's been tested across multiple tracks and multiple races, and it's a very competitive car. So a lot of fun to drive too, and a cool car. So overall, really happy with it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.